Even though Donald Trump spent less than 20 minutes in the Fulton County Jail where he was booked and had his mugshot taken and his fingerprints taken, spent less than 20 minutes in there, but he is now claiming that in that short span, under 20 minutes, he was somehow tortured in the Fulton County Jail. In a campaign fundraising email sent out earlier this week, Donald Trump said this: "I want you to remember what they did to me. They tortured me in the Fulton County Jail and took my mugshot. So guess what? I put it on a mug for the whole world to see. They tortured me and took my mugshot." Tortured him. Again, he wasn't even in there for 20 minutes, but apparently in that short amount of time in between getting the fingerprints and taking the mugshot, they I don't know, waterboarded him, some bamboo shoots under the fingernails, put him on the rack and stretched him out. I don't know what kind of torture. Maybe it was psychological torture. I don't know. But according to Donald Trump, what he's telling his base here, he was tortured in that Fulton County Jail. And what's really ironic about this is I'm willing to bet that every single person who received that email probably forgot about how nice Donald Trump spoke of his arresting officers when he surrendered in the Fulton County Jail. Y'all remember that? At the time, Donald Trump, yes, he had his mugshot taken. He put it out there on merchandise with the phrase "never surrender," which in and of itself is ironic because they took the mugshot because he surrendered. But nevertheless, he said in interviews at the time that everybody was very nice to him. He even went as far as to tell us that some of the workers in the Fulton County Jail had tears running down their eyes. Remember that? They were so upset that they were having to do this to this great and wonderful man that they were crying, sobbing, horrible thing that we're doing here. And I guess after that, they just decided to torture him. I mean, that's what you're saying here. So at this point, Donald Trump is really, really trying to lean in to his legal problems to get more money from his base. And another bit of irony here, because apparently this story is just overloaded with it, is the fact that Donald Trump, his campaign, and the Republican Party have said that they've raised over $300 million since his 34 felony convictions were handed down. So why are you having to go out there and lie to your supporters about being tortured when you just made $300 million in the last month? I mean, not even a month at this point. It seems to me at this point, you could probably ease off the fundraising emails for a day or two, or at the very least, if you want to keep sending them out, maybe not lie to these people. They've already given you everything they've got. Okay? Like the old expression says, you can't get blood from a turnip, but he's going to keep squeezing it and hoping something comes out of it. And that's why he's getting more extreme, because he knows that 300 million haul, if that's even accurate, that's what they say, so take it with a grain of salt. If that is accurate, then most of these donors are tapped out at this point. He's not going to get another $300 million cash infusion. So that's why he has to go to this extreme language. That's why he has to lie to them in these ever-escalating lies, right? Like, oh, I was convicted and it was rigged against me. Oh, no, I was tortured. I mean, what is the next campaign email going to say? Like, friends, I've literally been murdered. I'm speaking to you from beyond the grave. Send money so that I can come back to life. I mean, that's where the escalation is leading us. And I promise you, if some of his supporters open an email and he told them he was dead, they would believe it, and they would also believe that their money would bring him back to life. We're not dealing with the smartest people in the country here, and Trump knows that, and that's why he's trying to squeeze them for everything they have. Hey everybody, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are closing in on a pretty major milestone here at Farron Balanced as we approach 500,000 subscribers. But we're not there yet, and we definitely need your support. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like and comment on the videos and share them as widely as possible.